Hi everybody, I am back. Today we are going to make a tree skirt out of feed bags. So I'm back to working on feed bag stuff for a little bit. Anyways, so let's get going. You're gonna, I have a pattern that I made that I cut each feed bag up into. It takes me 4 feed bags to make one tree skirt. So the easiest way, and you don't have to make a pattern, it's up to you. But you're probably going to need, I think it took me 9 pieces of 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper to make the whole pattern. But the easiest way to start that is to get one sheet of paper and you're going to fold it into quarters. So you'll fold it in half and then in half again. And then you need to find something round that is the approximate diameter of what you want the opening of your tree skirt. So this isn't what I used for my actual pattern, but this is what I'm going to use to give you an example. So you're going to put it on the corner, and you can see I've already done it, and you're going to trace that line. Okay, and then you will cut it out. So you'll have this whole thing, and then basically it'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, but you'll just use 1/4 of this, and you can keep adding paper onto it on both ways until you get the length that you need. So like, let's get this out of the way. So this is, oh goodness, this is my pattern right here, right? And I use 4 of these to make one complete tree skirt. You can see I used actually a dinner plate, and that's how I got my, and then I just took this line straight out until I got to the length that I wanted it, and then I basically, until I got it smooth, I just freehanded an arc to connect the two. And you can, I'm sure there are other ways you could do it, but for me it was easier to freehand and cut it out. And then that gave me my quarter piece. If you want, if you have a lot of feed bags you want to use or whatever, instead of using only 4, you could make half of that and make it an 8-paneled one. But you cannot do less than 4. Feed bags are not big enough to get the picture from the bag. You couldn't get like a half of it on here, and you couldn't get a third. So 1/4 is the biggest you can do. You can go smaller, you just can't go bigger. And I really hope that made sense. If it didn't, leave a comment below and I will try and either respond, or I will make another video explaining it better if I can. So you're going to take your feed bags, and we're still using my red, white, and blue sweet feed bags because I still have dozens. And you're going to take 4, like I said, 4 of them. You're going to cut them open directly in the back center. All right, so I've already cut this one. I don't know if anybody caught my little kids craft video from the other day, but I kind of explained why I am making videos the way that I am, in the aspect of I only have the phone that I'm using right now. I don't have a computer to edit videos on or anything. So I do a lot of the prep work and as much of it together as I can before I start recording. And then I just, like this, I'll leave one panel for me to use as the demo that'll finish it up. So that's why things, you don't see me go literally from beginning to end of the whole thing, because I can't edit it. So now that you've got your bag cut open, okay, and you can see I've already traced this just for, again, speed. But, oh, excuse me, I dropped my pattern piece. So you're going to want to put your pattern piece out. Now for me, it was really simple on here because this line right here is actually the center of the front of the bag. So I just had to line up the center of my pattern piece, which is this fold, here and then at that end. But line it up however you want, whatever picture you want. I really liked this picture. So, and I actually got lucky the way it lined up. I got the 2 little side panel pictures as well. So you're going to trace that on there. And don't worry about if you use a permanent marker or anything. When we're done, all said and done with it, you won't see any of those lines. So once you trace it, set your pattern piece aside. Sorry. Yeah, in my other video, I gave everybody a little brief glance at my controlled chaos. So there's the silver bells from before. A lot of the pictures and stuff up on the walls is just, I don't know, kind of my life in a way. But anyways, back to what we're working on. So we have this traced, and I'm going to cut it out. Now when you cut this out, or when you cut your pieces out, do not throw all this excess away, because within the next couple videos, I'm not sure when exactly, we will be making dog and cat toys, and we will use these excess little scrap pieces. So set those aside. I'm going to go ahead and cut those out, and I'll be right back. Once it's all cut out, and you have all of your pieces cut out, it's very, very simple to put this together. It'd be simple if I didn't have this stuck. Okay, sorry about that. So you can see I've already put the first 3 panels together. So it's, ooh, I'm out of room. So it's just literally about a 1/2 inch overlap. You can pin it if you want. I'm not going to pin it because I don't want holes in my feed bags. You're going to come over to your machine, and obviously you probably don't have the same machine as I do. So what you need, like my machine, we don't have to worry about this because it goes by this. And whoops, I know that the stitch selection I want is 71, but what you're going to want is a wide, long zigzag. You're going to want it to cover as much as possible. So you can see on here, it's kind of hard to tell on this, I actually used kind of a decorative zigzag stitch, just, I don't know, I liked it. Let's come down here a little bit. You can see it's wide and long. And that's what you're going to want to connect your panels together. So I will give you an example. So this is the easiest way I have found to put this on the machine. If you work from left to right as far as putting panels together, because then your excess can hang over the edge, and then this panel that you're currently working on, you can roll up, and so you just have your 1/2 inch seam allowance right there.